Oh, forgot to wear my sunglasses.
What, in this blinding sunlight?
Yes. My trademark look.
Oh, I was like, you changed colors.
George, you'll be recorded.
Be careful, don't false start. You'll be DQ'd. Yeah, you're my biggest star in the race. Here we go. We're starting this 3.54 mile workout called Farwell. This is a relatively cold morning, just about 42 Fahrenheit or about 5 Celsius degrees. You can see that Joseph, which is one of our fastest runners in the club, off to a very strong start. Followed by another very strong runner, Gary in the red, and then Drain in black long t-shirts. We're starting at about 6:30 per mile, which is a very nice pace. My plan today is to run a good effort, so I'm just trying to follow Nori and Radha, who are two of the runners, very strong runners that are running similar pace to mine. And Fatima, who is one of our stronger women runners, just pulled up ahead of me. Ahead of Fatima is Scott, a really amazing runner, super fast, particularly a few years ago. We are about to exit West Valley College and turn left onto Farwell Avenue. For the next 0.8 to 0.9 miles, we will be running uphill. We are very lucky that this morning there aren't too many cars and crossing the street is not that dangerous. Scott is about to pull ahead of us, but it's nice that Nori, Radha, Fatima, and I are forming a pack of 4. We are about to turn right on the Farwell Avenue. And this is where this workout's name come from. For the next 400 meters, it will be relatively flat. Maybe just a very mild incline. Scott has really put a lot of distance between him and our pack in a relatively short time. Yes. Both of you will be my stars.
I need to fix my form.
Yeah, makeup on today.
How are you feeling, Sean?
Wow. Too much alcohol last couple of weeks.
What did you run there?
I went to Dominican Republic.
What did you run there?
I did run to burn off the calories, but it's all inclusive. So every hour,
Drink.
I gotta drink every hour.
I saw one woman, father.
And last night I went to a wedding banquet. More drinks.
What do you drink?
Well, in the resort, mostly cocktails.
a little red and white. Drinking what?
Gaining weight.
I gained some weight, about 4 or 5 pounds.
Missy, another very strong women runner in our club, has just pulled up and joined our pack. At this point, Nori, Rada, and Missy have pulled ahead of me, and I feel like I am Kipchoge being pulled along by 3 pacers. Obviously, we are running much slower than Kipchoge. We are now about to turn right onto Highway 9, and this is the highest point on this course. For the next 1.5 miles, we'll be running mostly downhill. If we are not exhausted by running the last 1 mile uphill, this is the time where we can pick up the pace a lot. For the first mile, even though we started out pretty nicely at 6:30 pace, we slowed down on the uphill quite a bit, averaging only about 7:30 per mile in the first mile. Rada is pulling a little ahead of us, putting probably 5 meters or so between him and us. Looks like he's feeling very good at this point. Can we close the gap? We are definitely trying. Alright, we have closed the gap and we pull back together and become a pack again. Some of our club members started a little earlier, so they can finish earlier, so we just caught up to one of them. We are about to turn right onto Saratoga Avenue, and we'll continue to run downhill for maybe just a little bit more than half a mile. We have finished just about 2 miles by now. It looks like Rada is feeling strong and is pulling ahead, so I would try to stay with him. I am also feeling pretty good, so I pulled even with Rada. My goal today is hopefully to run sub 7 mile on average. But we started pretty slow. First mile almost 7:30, so I got to make up some distance. As soon as we turn right onto Douglas, we'll be running the last mile of this workout. We'll have about half a mile of uphill, rolling hills, and then the last half mile of the course is totally downhill or flat.
Still got a little shake.
Why is it better that we run workouts together? It's because we are definitely somewhat competitive. By running together, it brings the best out of all of us, and we'll try to surpass ourselves and get the best time we can. I know Rada, Nori, and Missy all have really amazing kicks, and I don't have a kick right now, so I'm starting to pull ahead on the uphill and try to put some distance between us, so I will still have a chance to compete against them at the end of the line. This is still Douglas Lane, but this is the dirt trail portion of this Douglas Lane. It's quite an interesting experience to run on dirt. Once we exit this dirt trail, we'll be running the last uphill, just a very small incline, and then we will be downhill all the way to the finish. At this point, I have no idea how far I am ahead of my fellow club runners, and I'm getting a little tired, but I'm still trying my best to keep the pace up. If you have seen my previous video, you will see that these are all the multi-million-dollar homes that we are running past. Somewhere between 4 to 7 million, most of them. A few years ago, this street will be full of cars parking along the street because this is free. And all of the people who are going to play tennis or work out at West Valley College, a lot of them will park here. But a few years ago, the city government changed the rule. Now it's forbidden to park in weekends. That's why there's not even a single car on this street today. Alright, at this point it's only about 0.4 mile from the finish. I'm trying to push and keep the pace up all the way to the finish line. Sometimes it's easier said than done because we are all out of shape after the holidays, and keeping this pace up even at about 7 minutes is not that easy. So my second mile is 6:52 and my third mile is 6:57. Made up some time, getting down to a little bit closer to 7 minutes on average, but still a little over my target. I'm actually quite happy that I ran on average 6:30 pace for the last 0.53 mile. My camera battery is running out, so I cannot tape the finish. But this is a very good workout. Average just 7:01 per mile. First big workout after the holiday is a pretty nice one. Cross street ahead of us is Farwell again. As soon as we cross Farwell, we only have about 0.19 miles to go. Just a slight incline before the finish, and then we are home free and done. And Joseph, who finished the workout way ahead of us, is helping us stopping the traffic, allowing us to cross the street.